So I've been going through the emails that you've sent me about aliens and UFOs. And mate, this is a whole range of different types of UFOs to look at. However, there's something that keeps on catching my eye, something very intriguing, okay? Because the first time I saw this particular UFO was on an email that somebody sent me, and it was footage of it, clear as day, and I mean it's parked up, right? Of 1986. I'm going to show you it in a bit. And when I first saw it, I was like, mate, and I've not covered it yet because I just thought, mate, this looks like something in the 50s that a movie producer has gone, what do you think UFOs are going to look like in the future, right? And just built this. It just looks so cheesy. But the thing is, there's more videos that show this particular UFO, right? But there's something very specific about this UFO that intrigues me. And that's what made me start looking into this thing, all right? And then I started branching off into this new area, which is which I think may be involved with this particular UFO. I mean, I could be wrong, okay? But when you're talking about alien tech, anything goes, right? So I'm going to start off with an article and a few videos about this thing that could be linked to these UFOs, okay, that we're seeing. Right, so I'm going to get, like I say, I'm going to get into that video of the UFOs in a bit, but you need to see this first. Have you ever heard of a thing called Betz Mystery Sphere? A Betz Sphere. Betz Sphere. Right, try saying that when you're drunk. I'm going to read you what Wikipedia says about it, and then we're going to see a couple of videos, and then it's going to link on to this UFO, right? So, the Betz Mystery Sphere is a metal sphere with approximate diameter of 8 inches, 20 centimeters, weighing nearly 22 pounds, 10 kilograms, uncovered in 1974 by a family in Florida. Right? On March 27, 1974, the Betz family investigated a small bushfire near their residence in Fort George Island, Florida. The family of 3, I think that's Anthony, Jerry and son Terry, came across a small metal sphere the size of a bowling ball. Their first thought was the sphere had been a cannonball left from the New World consecrators. I don't know what that is. They decided to take the sphere back to their house, right? Several days later, Terry was playing the guitar in their home. The sphere seemed to react to the sound of the guitar. It made a throbbing noise. Can you remember the video that I spoke to you about a while ago, a couple of days ago actually, about sound and how sound is very important, about the crop circles and all that sort of stuff? That just made me just think of that. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about, but it could be connected. Yeah. Later, the sphere was noticed to roll on its own and even stop on its own and change direction. Terry started doing experiments with the sphere. He's noticed that the sphere would reverberate when hit with a hammer. He also found the sphere would move after being shaken and placed on the ground. This is mad. Imagine finding something like that. The Betz reported that the sphere moved on its own several times, and it would follow people around the house seemingly on its own. Eventually, they stored the sphere in a trunk and only took it out to show friends and family. Right? What? How mad is that? Imagine seeing that. So you go out by your, like, you hear this boom or whatever. There's a forest fire or a brush fire, and you see this thing. Like some sort of meteorite has landed. Like you're expecting Superman to crack open, like come out of there or something. Anyway, in April 1974, United Press International, UPI, reported the Navy said the sphere is nothing more than a huge ball bearing used as a check valve in the piping system of some chemical plant. Right, okay. So that's what they say. Anyway, right, okay. So I'm going with the Betz story, okay? I'm going with that because, I don't know, man. Just seems more interesting. So then I started looking into it and I saw this.
Now known as the Betz sphere. They took it home. They didn't know what it was. They thought it looked like a downed NASA satellite or maybe a Soviet satellite.
Then another thing he noticed is that if you put the sphere on the ground, it'll roll away from you and then roll back to the person who rolled the sphere
Imagine, mate. Imagine seeing that.
It'll roll around the tabletop, but never off the edge of the tabletop. Doors in their houses started slamming on their own, and they began hearing organ music in the house at night. And this started to really concern them.
And after X-raying the sphere, they found out that it wasn't hollow, that there in fact were two spheres within that sphere.
It had magnetic poles, and these poles would shift and move around on their own accord. And they also noted that it was sending out radio waves.
No one could ever explain it, so it was kept with the Betts family. And today we don't know where this sphere is, in fact.
It's lost. How convenient.
And what information is it gathering and communicating back to whoever made this strange thing in the first place?
This is where a theory of mine comes in, okay? So somebody called Tristan sent me this email, all right? And when I saw this email, I was like, oh, that reminds me of a video that I once saw. Tristan sent me this email, okay? And this is really quite intriguing because it also explains other things that I've said about. But here's some photos, and here's like a news article or something like that. Inside the Spaceships by George Adamski. George Adamski took these 4 photos in rapid succession for a 6-inch telescope. Spaceships discharged their scouts sources through a launching chute located at center bottom. One scout has begun to leave the first photo. In the 4th, 6 have been launched. To understand the mechanism of launching, see illustrations. Right? So, in the first photo, one of these sources has just come out of the, like, let's just call it the mothership, right? And then more come out of it. These are actual photos. Photograph taken by Adamski on December 13th, showing the underside of a Venusian saucer, right? Look at this. Left, the famous Venusian scout taken by Adamski on 13th December 1952 through his telescope at Palomar Gardens. Adamski stressed that this particular photo should be printed, showing both of the field of view of the telescope and internal lens, reflections lower right. Oh, okay. So, I know we've already debunked the footage of the UFO going underwater on the boat, right, in the sea, right? But there shows the sources coming out from the big mothership, right? Little sources coming out, flying off. And I have actually got another video that I'm going to show you that I was going to say for another video, but it's now just connecting, right? But anyway, right. Notice something about this. Look. 1, 2, 3. Is this the same tech as what they found? Right? Is this the propulsion mechanism? Right? Now, and talking about the little sources coming out, I always think to myself, these little tiny sources, like some of these footage that I see of UFOs, they look so small. These little tiny UFOs, little tiny sources. And then now I was going to say this because I was going to say, I was going to title this something else, but now I might as well show you this. Look at this, mate. Look at this.
William, William.
Mate. And look at it just fly off. This was somebody like what is it? In Costa Rica, right? So basically, cut a long story short, he was outside making something, right, out of wood, heard a noise, turned around, saw that, and then was shouting to his mate. By the time he looked back round, it was gone. Okay?
William,
Is that the little tiny saucers? Because that doesn't look that big to me. And what is that? What does it do? Hang on. Where is it? Wait. When it flips, it sort of flips. Look. Come on. This is where he looks back at it. Look. Look at that. Right? So, okay, I'm glad I kept that. I'm glad I kept that, right? So this is the video now that I wanted to show you, which I sort of laughed at first, but look again. Look again, mate. This is in well, you'll see now. I know what you're thinking. You're laughing at me, right? Look! Look! And look at this thing. Is this where the little bloody saucers come out from? This is in 1986. Look at that! And I know what you're thinking. This just looks so man-made, right? And fake. And it probably is. It probably is, right? And look at this. Right, hang on. Whoa, don't you dare. Look. 1, 2, 3. So I looked at that, right, and I haven't spoken about it because, like, look at it, right? It looks fake as F. Well, especially the one flying it, that doesn't. I mean, that obviously it's real, but it looks man-made, I should say. Okay. Like I say, it looks like something that a 1950s movie producer has gone, let's make a UFO and think of it, make it look really futuristic. Yeah. And that's what they come up with. Yeah. Like a movie prop. Okay. But, so I saw that. I connected the photo, connected that, and then with the spheres, okay, and then we're starting to go into now a couple of videos here. Like, I want to quickly show you these videos. Is it this one? I think I may have kept it as perfect time for you to see. Look, watch. Look at this. Can't see it very well, but it flies over in a minute. Listen. Mate, can we see the 3 things on here again? Look at it, look, see, there's 1. 1, 2, 3, mate. I'm telling you. Were they lights? No, I don't know. No, mate, this is... And also the humming sound. It made a humming sound when he played the guitar, remember? Look at it. Is it just vanished? It was either really, really old footage, and because it was a crap camera, it just couldn't see it. It just vanished into the pixelated world, okay? Or that thing legit vanished, mate. Right? So that was that, okay? And then I'll show you this one. I'll show you this one.
It was 40 minutes past midnight when he noticed an object that drew his attention.
Look, 2024.
Troppo bello, amore. Vieni a vedere, corri.
Hurry up, look, darling.
È color ambra.
The
I'm going to try and pause it because you see these 3 bloody ball bearings underneath it. I
very
think.
Clearly in the night sky. At a certain moment, much to his surprise, the object started to repeatedly light up with a particular violet light.
Fa le luci viola.
Questo non
Wait,
so
is it, hang on, is it this one?
At 0:40 a.m.
Oh, here we go.
Another UFO footage. About 30 minutes after Antonio zoomed out, and you could see the nearby buildings, an important reference which also shows the setting where the event took place. The UFO had gone very far, yet it remained visible but blurry. The sighting lasted more than 40 minutes, a long and unusual duration for a UFO shooting. 9 days after,
Here we go. 9 days after the event, right? This is a clearer version of it now.
exactly at the same time of the previous video, at 0:40 a.m., another flying object appeared.
Mate, is it me? Does that also look like it's got, like, these ball bearings underneath it? Or is it just me wanting to see that?
As he had seen till that moment. The colour was bronze.
Look at it! Oh, bollocks. The colour was bronze.
And it was more visible than the previous night's UFO.
Si vede un oggetto.
Mate, I saw this thumbnail, right? Look at the thumbnail again with these 3 balls, right? And that obviously shows another UFO flying out of it. That's the thumbnail. There's a reason why he did the thumbnail like that, right? There is a reason why.
An unusual event for UFO footage.
Mate.
Visitors
Look.
appear.
See, this thing here, this one here, mate, I think this is the one that he's tried to portray in the thumbnail, right? And I'm sure there's a particular frame where you can see the balls underneath. Mate, I'm so intrigued by this thing. Look at it, mate. Look at that. Now, how does this thing fly? Look, you can see. Right, okay, bang. Bang. There, here we go. There you go. There they are. Is that them? Look at this thing. I know that some of you might be thinking, Ben, this is a typical so-and-so UFO. We know about this, right? Not for me. This is all brand new for me, mate, and I'm unfolding this in real time, okay? And then I saw, right, this has got similar types of balls underneath the UFO, but you wait till you see this, mate, right? Wait for the grand finale at the end. Check this. Italy, 2003. Italia.
Ed ora nel prossimo servizio un documento davvero eccezionale, le immagini di un UFO avvistato nei cieli del Vajont tra Friuli, Venezia Giulia e Veneto. Secondo il gruppo ufologo Veneto si tratta del miglior filmato sull'argomento al mondo.
Absolutely, mate.
Il filmato risale al 2003 e secondo gli ufologi è stato girato da un ignoto videoamatore in Valcellina, in località Ponte Giulio a Montereale di Vajont, in provincia di Pordenone, e recapitato,
You wait, mate, I'm telling you, wait.
sempre in forma anonima, ad Antonio Chiumiento, esperto di porcia. Prima di essere divulgato è stato analizzato da ingegneri e
See these types of things underneath?
esperti di montaggio video.
I did. I honestly, I saw this and I thought, maybe this is man-made, okay? But nah, no, wait.
Il loro parere finale è che non si tratti di una
I'm thinking
sovrapposizione
this is
elettronica
man-made.
di immagini.
But look again.
La sequenza filmata, girata di giorno,
Look again. It's a similar type of 1, 2, 3.
di fondo, è indubbiamente molto suggestiva. Il disco, che ricorda molto quelli visti nelle serie televisive degli anni 70-80, sta a una probabile altezza di 7-8 metri, sembra esplorare la zona, poi scompare nel cielo a una velocità che è stata stimata in 20.000 km/h.
Gone. Bloody gone.
Altezza di 7-8 metri, sembra esplorare la zona, poi scompare nel cielo a una velocità che è stata stimata in 20.000 km/h.
Real sequence. Oh, was that like a reenact? So this is the real thing? Oh, okay. Right. No. This is it, just playing without the talking. No. Mate! What the? I'm telling you, is that the Betsphere? Is the Betsphere? Maybe there was a crash landing, right? And one of those ball bearing things flipped off somewhere, right? And they've just gone and found it. Mate, I think I've cracked it. I've cracked the UFOs. Oh, mate, okay. Right, I don't know how long after I've edited all that, okay? I don't know how long that's going to be, but hopefully you liked it. Tell me what you think, mate. And remember about this one as well. This one here, man. Like, with the things...
William.
There's something about that,
William,
mate.
William.
Now, by the way, the sound, that is matey indoors on a power tool. So that thing's not making that sound.
William. William.
Tarbaca is near San Jose, the capital of...
Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Take care. Bye-bye.